Gordon, I want to take a left turn here and talk about a really horrific scene that we saw unfold in New Orleans a few hours after New Year's. A man rammed his truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street, killing at least 14 and injuring over 30 people. This has been called an act of terrorism. The truck the suspect used to carry out this attack was found with weapons, IEDs, and an ISIS flag. When you heard this, when you hear the details emerging, what's your response to what happened?
Well, this was a terrorist event, despite what authorities first said. And we're going to find out, as the FBI is now saying, that other people were involved. One of the reasons why this has gotten so much attention is that just within a few hours of that Cybertruck was detonated in front of the Trump property in Las Vegas. And the FBI, at this point, is not willing to say that the two incidents are unrelated. And in fact, there are some indications that there might be connections between the two. But whether they are or not, this shows that we are under attack. And this is a very dangerous time in history. We've got wars all over the place. We've got countries falling apart. And we've got increased terrorism in the United States, which probably we'll see more of as there are copycat attacks. So this is a pretty dangerous time for us.
I was talking with an expert from the FDD, and he said that we prematurely called the war on terror over a few years back. And he said that President-elect Donald Trump is facing some challenges as he comes into office. What do you think that biggest challenge is, and you're saying that you think we're going to see more attacks? There was definitely one terror attack just on the first day of the year, a possible other one. How does Donald Trump respond when he's in office?
The issue is going to be China, which is the most important one so far. I mean, you can talk about Russia's war in Ukraine, but Russia would not be able to sustain that fight without support across the board from China. And the same thing is true with Iran's attack on Israel on October 7th. That is China as well. China and Russia together are fueling insurgencies in North Africa that look like wars. So that's proxy wars on 3 continents, Brittany. And then China is threatening its neighbors, Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Vietnam, India. So that could be a conflict in East Asia as well. So this world is very dangerous right now. And we've got to get our relations with China right. I have ideas about what should be done, but the point is there are no safe options. You'll hear a lot of smart people say, oh, we can't do that because that's dangerous. That is no longer a meaningful objection because every course of action is dangerous because we have pursued misguided policies for 3 decades, and that's created this dangerous situation. So we've got to do something different, something that we have not been willing to do up to now, because at least it gives us a possibility of success. If we continue with the policies that created the situation, things are only going to get worse because there is an almost irresistible momentum to global conflict.